Well, hi everybody, it's Leanne Gruff with today's live video. I have a lot to share with you today, and so let's get started. Let me get my laptop synced up. Let me know you're here. Everybody say hi, where you're from, so I can greet you, see who's on. Looks like I have a pretty clear, straight view today. Don't have to adjust it like I usually do. All right, waiting for that first comment to make sure I'm really live. Who is on first? There, Leanne Richard. Awesome. Hi, Leanne. Okay, well, it's a fall day. We got a little bit chilly today. We are in the 40s only today. We have had beautiful fall weather. We can't believe November is here in about a week or so. Kind of crazy. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. Let's see, we will start off, let's start off with the inventory status report today. So yesterday I posted that the red and white peppermints were actually back in stock for, I don't know how many hours, but a friend told me they were back, and so I posted on my Facebook page, and I know at least one person grabbed some. She said she's been waiting for them. That was Deb. So I'm glad you got some, Deb. They are so popular now. They're pushed off until November 18th. However, they weren't supposed to be here until I think it was next week. So every now and then they come in early. So the only way to, watch is either make sure you follow me on Facebook. I've been trying to post them. As soon as I hear that they're there, they're just super popular. There's only 2 other items in the embellishment area. These are the designer paper and envelopes. There's a few more from the annual catalog that I did not list here. And then here are the embossing folders, the masks, the dies. Nice and pretty nice short list today from the that is not available. But you can see the dates they expect, but every now and then they're back early. So yeah, hopefully that'll be the case for some of these. I know some people are waiting anxiously for some of these items. So that's the inventory status report. I try and share on each of my Tuesday videos. All right, last week I said I'm giving away the opaque faceted gems for someone who commented on last week's video. I believe these are still available on the clearance rack for about $3. So there's some great deals on the clearance rack. And then I had the, Abundant Beauty decorative masks. Excuse me while I open them. There is a lot of masks in this package. And this was one of my favorite sets of masks because it had the sunflowers. I don't know if you can see that. The sunflowers and the leaves, the centers for the sunflowers. Then it had the buffalo check, snowflakes, and leaves. I had a lot of fun with these. This is one of the projects that I shared last year when they were available. And this is all using ink and sponges or blending brushes with these masks. You can kind of see how I did that. And last I saw, they are available. So they're still on the clearance rack. I think they might be around $6. So be sure to check those out. There's a lot of wonderful deals on the clearance rack. Anyway, the winners of the gems, let's switch this around, is Tina Bauer and Lisa Cron won the decorative mask. So congratulations. I'm waiting to hear from Lisa on her address. I have Tina's. So thank you so much for sharing, commenting, getting my videos out there to other people who maybe haven't been watching or know about me. So I really appreciate you getting the word out. If you enjoy my videos, please share with some of your stamping friends. I'd sure appreciate that. Okay, the prizes for today for commenting is a set of silver and gold, elegant trim. It's called Simply Elegant Trim. I think we had this last year. It was in the clearance rack, and I was able to grab some before they were gone. And that's for commenting. And for sharing, I have a set of fun fold cards. So this is using the coffee stamp set and designer paper, which I don't know if they're still available. These are all fancy folds, and you'll get these cards for sharing. They'll be in the prize drawing for sharing. And this one has an optional gift card. Love this fold. It's a really fun and easy one. And then we have one, this is another one that could be a gift card if you want to. So yeah, these are the cards for somebody who shares this video. Let me know. Make sure you tell me that you're sharing, and so I can put you in the door prize drawing, but also for me to contact you about your win, I need to be able to message you, or you need to accept messages. Some people do not. They either don't know how or haven't turned on messaging on their Facebook page. So that's kind of a deal breaker. I have to be able to get your address. Okay, all right, let's move on. I just got my paper pumpkin kit in for the month, and it was called Nests of Christmas, and I quickly made an alternative card today. Hopefully you can see these beautiful cards, and the refill just came out for this set today. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get the refill. It looks like there's 10 cards in here in envelopes. You get some ribbon. The envelopes are really beautiful. So I'll kind of show you a little bit of what's in here. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you'll get that. These are all, let me see, I have one that I opened up. They're all window type cards. So here's one. This is what I popped out. I was debating on which card set to use. So they're all, I guess, double fun folds. That's one set, and here is another. So this one opens like this. You remove this piece, and it reveals that. So let me show you what I did differently. Oh, I'm not done yet showing you. So these are the banners. They all have this shaded spruce foil, and so do these cards. I don't know if you can see that foil that's on here. The envelopes are just gorgeous. Love them. So this is a Christmas kit. So aren't they beautiful? Yeah, really, really pretty. You get 10 of each. You also got a stamp set. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can show that very well. So there is, let's see, there's a Merry, there's a Christmas, there's Happy Holidays, Joyful Thoughts to You this season, the Cardinal, some berries, and a little pine branch. So that's the stamp set, and we also received a shaded spruce ink spot. Now, the refill does not include these two items. You still do receive the dimensionals, the ribbon, and the tear and tape. So let me show you my card that I made. Let me put some of this away. So just a quick card that was so easy, but I think it's really pretty. So again, the refills are $12 available today to Paper Pumpkin subscribers, and these are the two items you do not get because they're trying to keep the refills less expensive. Okay, so instead of this card, I made this card. So what do you think? I love the bright colors, the bright ribbon, the Happy Holidays. They just use one of these little die cuts here. And look at that envelope to go with it. I think it's gorgeous. So this is what I did, was I cut off, let me show you. Sometimes these alternative cards are really fun to do. So I simply cut this off, this navy or a dark blue piece, and made it into a regular card. Then I popped this out and glued it inside. So as you open it, this is permanently in here. You could do something different. And then this little bitty thing kind of keeps that closed. So I just simply added that, some of those gorgeous peppermint gems, and a little ribbon banner that's included in the kit. So that's my first alternative. I hope you like it. I think it's a gorgeous kit. So, you know, if you don't like birds, there you go. You don't have to use birds. I know some people are anti-bird people. Thank you. I'm glad you like the alternative. Yeah, that shimmer foil, I think it's called Shaded Spruce, but it does look a little bit like teal, doesn't it? It's beautiful. So yeah, I'm always excited to get my paper pumpkin box in the mail and play around, because my paper pumpkin subscribers do receive about 10 alternative or bonus projects every month. So that's the benefit of joining with me. If you are not a paper pumpkin subscriber, you should try joining and get a few months, and then you'll get alternatives from me. And the best part is you can get these add-on products because nobody else can. These refills, you have to be a subscriber to get the refill. So that paper pumpkin kit, which is called Nests of Christmas, coordinates with the Winterly Treetop stamp set, but it's not necessary, but it does coordinate. Okay, so that's the paper pumpkin. Now, last week on my video, I said I was going to share my team swaps, and I forgot. I ended the video, and immediately I remembered, I didn't share them. So I'm going to share them today before we get to our main project. Okay, so here is Dolores's project, and she used the, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It's sitting right across the room from me, but it's the sleigh, sled or sleigh bundle that's in the holiday catalog. Isn't it gorgeous? She used gold here, some of the wood paper that she textured with the wood grain. Just beautiful. Love that card. This one was done by Lori, who used the Peaceful, I think it's Peaceful Christmas bundle, and she made a little gift box. So yeah, it just closes like that, and she hand wrote the word Merry because she didn't have a current Merry. We try and use current products only on our swaps. So isn't that cute? This is the Take a Bow designer paper, which just came back and available. And here is a simple card by Mary, who used the Reindeer Days designer paper, kind of a different neat layout. Just shows how you can accent your papers and bring it all together with the ink and the cardstock. And here is a neat card by Sharon using the, oh gosh, Santa Star. I don't know what the name of this is because I don't own it. Lots of little peppermints to go with this. And what she did here was she scored it from the center out to each point. And this is a punch. This is a Santa Star punch. And so then she put a dimensional or two. Yep, it's double layered here, 2 dimensionals after she colored. And then it kind of catches and holds the card closed. Isn't that cute? So it's kind of a popped up Santa. So there, oops. So that's how it, and she used Wink of Stella on him. Really cute. A holly jolly Christmas. Okay, this one amazed me. Paula, oh my goodness. I think I counted and there were like 17 die cuts per card and we needed 13. So it's crazy how much work she did, and they all had to like match up and die cut perfectly. I'm like, oh, all the squares from the Stylish Shapes dies, just incredible how much work she did. This one is from Joan. She did a pocket card. She loves to do fun folds, and look at her coloring. Isn't that gorgeous? She's an expert at her coloring. Yeah, really, really cool. Okay, we have this one from Karen using the Sentimental Christmas. Just, it goes to show that everything works from difficult and fun folds to just making the most of your designer paper and maybe a die cut. So yeah, there's that one. I did this one and I will be showing how to do this soon in a video. This is using the Encircled in Nature. And I used my favorite peacock pretty peacock, and some of the, I think it's 3 colors of glimmer paper, but that's the peacock, a couple dies, silver sheer ribbon, and then sponged here and there on that. So I'll be sharing some cards with that soon. And then we have a neat card from Rita, who said it's an, I think she called it an in and out card, but this piece right here is part of the card base. She scored it and then trimmed off these little panels. I'll be showing a card like this. It's really a neat design. It's very intuitive. There's going to be a little bit of work cutting and scoring that, but shouldn't be too bad. And she used the same die as I did from the Encircled in Nature. And then Roxanne made this one, and I cannot, Yuletide Christmas maybe, but she fussy cut. It's in towards the back of the holiday catalog. This is Heat Embossed, the Falling Snow background set. She stamped, colored, and fussy cut all of the trees and the houses for her card. What a lot of work. My gals they put a lot of effort into their cards. And this last one is from Tracy, who used the snowflake set from the annual catalog. I think, are the dies, I don't remember. I think they're both from the annual catalog, but she stamped, this is watercolor paper. You're thinking, where'd she get that designer paper? It's watercolor paper. She wet it a lot before she stamped. And then she inked in Pool Party and Balmy Blue and the In Color Blue. Oh gosh. I can't remember, but it's one of the new soft blues that's an In Color. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? She said it just dried and spread and turned into this beautiful background paper. So those are our team swaps. I'm missing somebody's. Candy, I'm missing yours. Oh, here it is. It got separated. Here is Candy's. I love, love, love Pool Party with Real Red. It's one of my favorite Christmas combinations. And she used that, I call it the penguin, Snowy Wonder, Snowy, something like that, from the holiday catalog. It has dies to make snow globes. It's really cute. I'll be sharing more with this because I did get this bundle, but what an adorable card. So she did a fabulous job. Okay, those are the teen swaps that we did in October. So next month, our team swap is going to be a coaster calendar. Way different from what we are used to. I have some gals who are excited about it, and we'll be sharing what that coaster calendar looks like probably end of November, something like that, so you can see those. All right, I think that's it. I do want to talk, the kits are still on sale, and oh gosh, I was going to bring those over here. They brought one of them back, and it's one of my favorite kits. It's been unavailable for over a month, and do you think I got it out to show? No, I just remembered it. But check out the kits collection because they're up to 30% off. So yeah. And then of course the starter kit deal. If you want to get a discount on all your future orders, please consider the starter kit deal. It is one of the best things you can do for yourself, for your hobby, to make yourself happy. It's just an order. Honestly, it is just a $99 order, and you get $155 of product of your choice from any catalog, online, or clearance rack. And then you do what you want with it. If you want to continue placing orders, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But you'll be part of my group and get all my tutorials for free and be a member of our group. And yeah, it's a fabulous time. We all love it, being part of it. So yeah, I would welcome you to consider the starter kit and just place an order and use the starter kit deal. Okay, my project today is using the Caring Leaves stamp set, and I did show one in the past using this because I just really love it. So this was a former project I shared. Not going to do that today, so don't worry about that. I don't know if I shared some of these other cards that I received in swaps, but a lot of people are fussy cutting. I'm going to show you that you do not need to fussy cut. but a lot of my swap friends did fussy cut. So I love this one with the Country Woods paper. And then here's one where they simply just stamped a background with, I think this is, oh my goodness. I'm really drawing a blank on names. This Crumb Cake, but this is not Pebble Path. Somebody help me out. It's Donald Chefsky's swap. But yeah, anyway, it's the one of the new browns we have. It's just drawn a blank. I should have my pecan pie. Thank you, Deb. You're on the spot. Thank you. Yes, pecan pie and vanilla. So really nice, easy swap. Okay, let's see. We made the card I'm going to show you today on for my October card clubs, and it's a fun fold card. And so this is our first project. Deborah, thanks for joining in. It's great even if you're late. I'm glad you came in. So this is one of the cards that we did. So here's how it opens. See that? It's basically a book binding card fold, but you give it an extra score line. So, oh, I should know. Oh, where's my inches? Now I got my thing right in front of here. It looks like it's 1 3/4. Yeah, 1 3/4 from the edge. So you score at 1 3/4 and anyway, look for the project sheet. I don't want to tell you wrong. I do not want to tell you wrong. But so that is the card, and here's the other version. So if you can see that it's textured and sponged, and this paper right here is called oxidized copper, and it is in low inventory right now. It is one of our online exclusives, and I don't know if it will be back. If it should be, because it's in the inventory status report. So low inventory. If you love copper and peacock, that might be something you want to get very soon, unless it runs out. As you might know, our online exclusives are not guaranteed to come back. Once they're out, they could be out and not come back. So anyway, the project sheet will be available next week, Monday, unless there's some kind of special I have to advertise for some reason. I usually put that off. But here is our card base. I'll get my bone folder out. Yeah, I think it's a gorgeous fall card. I am partial to peacock for fall. I think it just takes away a little bit from that orange or green and browns. It just adds another dimension. So this is how our card folds. This is going to be glued, and which I will do right now. So this is a book binding fold. So glue that down. And while I'm waiting, I might as well leave my lid off here and add the designer paper. And you're thinking, how do you do that without putting it on the reverse side of this paper? Well, I do not feel the need to go to the edges. That's part of what helps me do that. And I don't like to fiddle with gluey papers. And I'm pretty good at my estimating. Every now and then I mess up, but so these, once our layers get on here, those will, as you can see, sandwich the main panel. Okay, so in my cards, I have 2 vanillas, but they're not quite the same. One is just 1/8 of an inch smaller, but when you cut, you're going to notice that one fits the peacock panel perfectly. So this panel is adhered to the very edge. I call it the raw edge. If you're a seamstress or you have any history of sewing, you may know what raw edge means. But this is the folded edge. This is the raw edge. So just match up that peacock layer to that raw edge. And now you can see how it reveals the designer paper like perfectly. Okay, so that's how it's going to open. It doesn't open far, but it still stands up nice. And it's a really easy fun fold to do. Okay, I'm gonna just, while I have this ribbon here, tie a knot. And yes, I can tie knots from very small pieces of ribbon. My customers always tease me that I was pretty stingy with the ribbon, but usually you end up, you know, if you can finagle it, you end up with plenty. Yes, they do tease me. Okay, let's stamp. Now this I know is the thinner piece, so that's the inside right there. We'll leave that open. Well, maybe I can leave it open. Okay, let's get our stamping started. So we are stamping, this is copper clay. I thought it went nice as a bronze type background. And here are the outline blocks or stamps. So that's my inside. I will just do that right away and set that aside. And then we've got this one. And we'll do that. And I left a little space in here for the, I think I'm going to go here, for the greeting. So that's all in copper clay. Okay. Then there's 2 fill-in leaves. So these are 2-step stamps, and this is the only one that's going to be in copper. I call this the curvy leaf. I'm sure it's probably like a maple or something, or an oak. Okay, I'm just going to clean that. They do stain. The copper is kind of a red, so it does stain your I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to need that later. It does stain your clear blocks a little bit. If you use Versamark first and then ink and clean right away, you can prevent some of that staining. But if you're stamping as much as we did for my club cards, it's a little bit hard. Now I was telling my gals that it's not going to match perfectly. This is one of those artistic style stamps that is meant to be partially outside of the outline. It just doesn't fit perfect, and it's not meant to. So you've got to just not sweat the small stuff. If you can get yourself to do that. Okay, scoot that out of the way. Now, before you start sponging this, you want to run it through the embossing folder. So this one is, I use 2 different ones here. This one is the birchwood. That is currently out of stock until November, and I don't quite remember the date. I think it was like the middle of November. So you can kind of see that. And then the other one that I used on this card is the Leaf Fall. And that was a carryover from last year. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it has leaves falling across. It's empty here, it's empty up in the corner. So when we textured it, we ran it across like that. So remember, you could even do it this way. That fills most of it in as well. Now, before the video started, I stamped one and ran it through my birch embossing folder. And let's get the copper clay ink and my blending brush. Always start off the paper so you don't have a big boo-boo. Sometimes you get the harsh color the first time you go color on your project. I like to tell people that most of your ink is going on your paper. If you want a soft look, you can always add more, but you cannot take it away. So you can see my brush, it's half on, half off, right? So depending on how much ink you put on here and how many times you go over it. Okay, and while I have that, I'm going to sponge. Well, first I'm going to ink. Okay, I'm using the Some Things Never Change. Not sure that that's well inked. It didn't look like it. And that it's straight. This is just a simple scrap, so I don't have to worry too much about if I mess up. And I'm going to, I just simply like to do an angle, just some interest. Now, if you want to, you can add some color to the edge of this so it doesn't seem so out of place by having straight vanilla. It's pretty skinny. Oops, there went a little bit of color, so I have to get a little bit more vigorous with some of my coloring here. Oh, there we go. I'm starting over. Just too much color. This time I will be more careful. I was trying to rush. Just a little too much for my liking. It's very narrow though, so it is really hard to, I'm gonna just do less is more. And it'll likely fill the whole thing in, but that's okay. All right, we are done with this. I did not do the inside, and you certainly could. Let's see if I can get this straight now that it's all sponged. Pretty good. Sometimes skinny pieces are hard to get straight. And one of my favorite parts of this stamp set is "You're simply the best." So that's gonna go on the inside. Thanks for sharing, Barb. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, we are done stamping. Now it's just assembly, and you already saw most of the card. All right, so the inside, one thing you want to be sure of is when the card closes, that you don't see that peak of vanilla. So if I got this too far over, sometimes, well, it's not bad, but you could see a little bit of the vanilla. So you just need to make sure as you're adding your pieces that you don't get too close. Okay, then we have this piece. It's quite an easy fold, isn't it? Now you could do more layers, more die cuts, but everybody loved the card. The copper is just such a pretty option for fall. All right, so I love things at an angle, so we're going to use a couple dimensionals. It's pretty skinny, so I have to be careful, and I'm trying not to add a dimensional here because that's where the knot of the ribbon is going. So I just have to decide, do I want it to stick out? I think I do, just a little bit. All right, and then of course you know how I feel about ribbons and glue dots. I'm going to choose the better side of my knot, and glue dots and ribbons are best friends. So if you don't have glue dots, you need them, honestly. If you use any ribbons, let's see, I think I'm going to go like this. There you go, and it's just a little bit long. Make that stay. Okay, and this one. Okay, now for the gems. You notice the sequins on there? We have both copper and, so this is our neutral sequins, which I love. I mean, there's everything from silver, or you could call it white, to gold, bronze, and copper. These are some of my favorites. And then this is just a partial pack, but we have something called Sequins Trio or something like that, and it has pink, peacock, and white or iridescent. So that's what we're using today for our embellishments. And you will get the take your pick tool out, and it says, we'll just grab one of those, and we'll do a little bit of a copper beside it, and then I think I'll do another peacock down here. So isn't that a beautiful card? I just love, love, love it. So that's the Caring Leaf set in the holiday catalog. It's just a little kind of a sleeper. It's $17. There's 6 stamps, and it's a 2-step, and it's distinctive. So it's a great set. So that's in our holiday mini catalog right now. So that is what I have for you today. I have just one project. I have an appointment this afternoon, so I had to kind of keep it short. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed it. And remember, the project sheet will be on my blog, flowerbug.net, on Monday the, let's see, what, today's the 21st. It would be the 28th. So I will see you before Halloween on the 31st again. And hopefully I will have my kits to go ready for November. I'm going to be working on those. If any of you need to place an order, whether it's for paper pumpkin refills or clearance rack or holiday product, there is my host code. I have a free gift with orders over 50. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day for watching. All right, thanks so much. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching there, or follow me on Facebook so you get notified when I'm live. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great week. Take care.